Pressure transducer calibration. Connecting our air lines, making sure our regulators are properly adjusted. This is our regulator. Just remember, a regulator, if you turn it clockwise, which would usually be tightening something down, your pressure will increase on your regulator. So here we are, we come to our transducer, and we want to calibrate our transducer so that we get 3 to 15 psi on a 4 to 20 milliamp signal. So I can see here I have 4 milliamps, and I do not have the desired pressure on 4 milliamps. So I start with my zero adjustment, and I start bringing it down so that at 4 milliamps I have 3 psi. Now I will adjust it up to my 20 milliamp signal. And I will now adjust my span so that I have 15 psi on my 20 milliamp signal. Now I'll double check to confirm that I don't need to adjust my zero again. Let's make sure we have accuracy. We are doing some calibration so that we have accuracy. Oh, 4 milliamp. Is my zero still okay? Nope, I'll have to adjust my zero again. Then I'll try to adjust my span, or check to see if I need to adjust my span. And I do. There we go. 15 psi. Oh. So one more time. We'll bring it down to 4 milliamps. And we're still close to 3 psi. Adjust my zero again. See, sometimes you need to tweak it a few times. Looking pretty good. Another thing we can check to see is if we have the right pressure to current through our range. So if we were to draw a graph, we would be starting at 3 psi and 4 milliamps. We would want 6 psi at about 8 milliamps. Oops. 12 psi, or sorry, 9 psi, I apologize, 9 psi at 12 milliamps, and that should have been 6 psi at 8 milliamps, 9 psi at 12 milliamps, 12 psi at 16 milliamps, and 15 psi at 20 milliamps.